looks. Ha! I guess we'll go from there. As with every episode, give me one moment to prepare myself. I didn't realise it was a right-handed mug. Left-handed mug, I mean. Fresh start. I've done it before, I've done it again. Hi, hello, I'm back, and the addition of my face, which I didn't really want to show, but confidence and all. Oh, you can see my cursor. Oh, you can see everything. Maybe if I could hide the cursor on one of the letters, do you think? It won't matter, will it? There's a moon. It's a very small moon. Plus, if you're that far in space, you won't see that moon. Never mind. I shall hide it there. If you could see it, let me know where it is. No, you've probably been following it the whole time. I'm back. Bloody Awful Podcast. Rejuvenated. It's returned. Yes, it's back. Very cool. Well, I can't see what I look like anymore. I've just realised, oh no. You know what, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to hope that's worked. Probably doesn't. Yes, this is going back. I am back to the podcast. I've got music in the background, different level of jazz, because I'm using a different software to record, naturally. Yeah, I'm actually super excited about this. I'm super stoked, man. Yeah. Well, because everyone's been asking me to, as of late, and I've got a reason to. You know, it's lockdown. It's boring times. I don't really know what I would like to talk about, but it's mainly just to let you know that it's back. I've got a few things I could talk about. I've got a list. In fact, I made a list on my mobile telephonic device. This is my mobile telephonic device. I've been keeping a list of things because I always knew this would come back. I just didn't know when. So I've been keeping a list of things that people might want to hear me talk about. Or things. So I've said things a lot. Take a shot every time I say things. A few stories, a few topics. Tell you what, I'll start with the elephant in the room recently. The coronavirus. Now, I did not make it. A lot of people, blame, the devil did this, the devil did that. None of my concern. You humans did that on your own. It's ruined everyone's lives throughout 2020 and late 2019. It's been a killer, literally and metaphorically a killer. And even I can sympathise and empathise with other people, which I rarely can do. But it's a terrible thing. It's taken millions of lives. It's broken millions more. It truly has screwed the world over. From what I've heard, started in China for eating a bat. I don't know why you would decide to eat a bat. Those times are very desperate. I know during the Vietnam War, the Vietnamese people had to adapt to living elsewhere, so they would live on bugs and sea creatures. You can find anything. A stupid amount of fishes. I think the Mekong has the most highly fished river in the world. He says with confidence. But I've gone off on a tangent. I'm basically saying that what a killer. And if you've been affected by that, my deepest heartfelt condolences to you. Correct term, the phrase? I don't know. I'm sorry, basically, if that's being bad. Moving on from depression. I said it's a bloody awful podcast for a reason, exactly as advertised. I think it says that on there. Either that or empathy as usual. I can't remember. Yeah, so it's been a shit year, 2020. But moving on, new year, new humans, new year, new mindset for a lot of people, I think. Because a lot of shit's hit the fan, if you'll excuse the French. And it's been, quite an interesting year. But moving on to 2021, starting in a much more positive manner. Oh, what else was there to talk about? God, this is getting awful. Really, I've just been told off for swearing. I didn't realise they could fucking hear me, but I'm gonna swear anyway because my podcast, my rules, can't be told what to do from there. Britain, the country I live in, as of late, have officially left the European Union. We're out. We've gone. I'm sure it's sort of it's about bloody time, really. I mean, it's what 5 years after we actually decided we wanted out. Well, sort of quite a split decision, but overall, it was said that they wanted out. So eventually they left. They got rid of a couple of plans first, Theresa May's plans, itchy nose. That's gone. God, that's boring. Can't talk about that either. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that holds the future for the United Kingdom now. Now that we're on our own again. Everything can be made in Britain again. I know that's what a lot of people were mentioning. The fact that we used to have, everything. We were so proud of having everything. I've got a hip flask from God knows how many. I was given it by an old soldier a very long time ago, and he's had it since one of the wars, and that was made in England, and he was very proud to have that product made in England, because a lot of things used to be made in the United Kingdom, and we were proud of that, but less so after trades and all that. That's that. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Moving on past that. I can tell you a funny story if you want. I don't think funny stories are. There's a new Land Rover Defender. I'm a big fan of the original Land Rover Defender. I'm a big fan of Land Rover in general, actually, but the Defender is one of my, if not favorite car of all time. That and the Ferrari California, the old California, the Spider from 1958. Very cool car, very gorgeous car, one of the best looking cars ever made. But the new one, the new Land Rover Defender, is very cool. There's no denying it. It doesn't look as good as the old one. Nothing will really ever look as good as the old Defender. It was a brilliant car, beautiful car, but they've improved in every aspect, really. Strength and agility with suspension, etc., etc. Basically, they've made an off-road car that is really damn good. It's not like a crappy SUV or things like that. It's an actually good car. And if I had any more than 20 pence to my bank account, I would buy it myself. Recommend that highly. If I would put a picture in, but that involves editing, so look it up yourself. Yeah, that's pretty cool. As of late, Jodie Whittaker has decided she would pop down from her role as a Doctor in Doctor Who, which I'm quite pleased with. I thought she was. I know a lot about Doctor Who, being a fanboy since God knows when, but she was great in it. But the writing was so bad that it just made her look awful. I've got a few points I've written down here. Oh, excuse me. Jodie's posture felt a bit childish. I know that the Doctor has been childish, but shoulder shrugging and things like that. It's just. There were a few bits of camera work I didn't like. The camera angles would always be face-based. It would always zoom in on the face. It's poor use of camera angles there. It was as if you were watching Hollyoaks or something like that, a drama show. Still very good, but could be better, because it's not really about. They made the entire show pretty much about the companions, and I feel like they should not have done that. Notification on the laptop. Smash your study goals on the go. No, thank you. Anyway, Ryan's character I hated. Bad acting, bad lines. No offense to Tosin Cole there, but I just did not like the character of Ryan. Pointing out the obvious all the time, asking stupid questions. He was so irritating as a whole. The show was held up by Graham, played by Bradley Walsh, to be honest, but he was hilarious and he's good in everything. I really like him. I don't really know how to phrase it really. I feel they've ruined what was canon. So they've taken the canon of the show and screwed that up completely. And that was a big mistake, because fans of all shows really are quite keen on what's canon. And to ruin that and to change everything so that the future can last longer of the show, I get that. I get the idea of it. I get what they're trying to do, but they didn't do it well. The TARDIS design was irritating, although that is up for debate, because it did have a biscuit dispenser, and I like biscuits. In fact, I have custard creams to my right, and a hot chocolate, and a coffee. Both. I felt like both today. That's that. That's now Captain Jack came back. That was awesome. That was amazing. That was really good. Next topic I wrote down was Black Lives Matter. What the fuck's going on there? It's 2021 now, and still with racism. Really, get past it. that's so stupid that it pains even me. People are people, broken people, coloured people, different races of people. They're still people. They're still a human being. Treat them all equally, or don't treat them at all. That's your options there. It's pathetic. Funny story, because it's all getting depressed, so I'm going to move on to a funny story. I once asked a policeman if he was a hired stripper at a party. Now, if anyone knows me, that is something I would do, and I did do it. He walked through a door and tried to get the attention of everyone, so I walked past him as on my way to the toilets, being the idiot that I am. Oh, you're the hired stripper. I think the birthday girl's over there, and pointed him over there. I didn't get arrested, didn't get a warning or anything. He just laughed along, so I respect him for that. Most of the coppers wouldn't be like that, but he was. It's quite embarrassing. I've never lived that one down, but I'm sure it will. The Americans. Well, actually, I won't call them Americans. The idiots, because not all Americans are idiots, but the idiots that stormed the Capitol building. That was an interesting thing to watch from another country on the building. You just sort of think to yourself, what the hell is wrong with them? You can't help but feel bad for the idiots. I mean, what goes through their small, pointless brain, where they think to themselves, you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go and try and attack people in a massive building that's heavily guarded. And then they were just let in by the police. They were like, yeah, sure, fucking go straight in there. Why not? You know what? Go and attack him. If you attack him, that's great. You can be your typical American redneck self with a painted face and fur. Although there's more Viking where I don't really know what he was going for there, but did feel a bit stupid. But that's that. I'm cool to bring this podcast back because I don't know how often I'm going to make it, because I don't really know what to talk about. But it's back. It is back, and it's back with a vengeance. It should be good. It should be good. That was the drink. It was a thing. Every time I started the episode, I would have a drink of a coffee, have a massive sip of coffee, wake me up. And now I'm not recording in the night at the moment. It's 12 minutes past 1, so it's a bit different, a bit helpful. But I don't know, if anyone wants to join me on here, contact me. It'd be great to have someone else to talk to. It'd be a hell of a lot more funny, I guarantee you that. Because I'll be bouncing back, joke back and forth then. It's a lot more boring when I'm on my own, a lot more peaceful, if you will. I don't know, let me know if you want to see more. I don't really know what else there is to talk about. There's so much crap going on. And in the other episodes, which aren't online anymore, but I've already introduced, who I am and shit about me, so I'm not that interesting of a guy. So I've not really got much to talk about. It's just a bit of fun, really. I thought during the lockdown, maybe I could tell you what I've done through each day. I play the guitar, and on the guitar, which is over there at the moment, actually, learning a few new songs. On that, doing crap, doing bloody awful. It's just a nice instrument to play, it just makes time. If you're pissed off, if someone's annoyed you, or if you've had a bad day at work or something along those lines, just to come back and have half an hour to an hour just sat there playing on that, it really helps. That's staying in. It's a helpful thing to have, and I'm stoked that it's there, to be honest. I'm very excited to see what I'm going to learn. I've been learning for about a year, but I'm self-taught. I've not taken any lessons or anything like that, so it's not. I found it a lot harder to learn, but I stuck with it because I wanted to learn "Wish You Were Here" Pink Floyd. That's my favourite song of all time. So my brother demanded that I try and learn that on the guitar, and I did because he plays it also. And it's fun to play together. It's really cool. I'm looking for. I've got two. I've got an electric one, but electric one is it's a hybrid, so it plays both, but it's busted at the moment, so I need to get that fixed at some point. Sure I will, in time. It's just nice to play. I've got a Fender, but it's like a dark roasted wood. It's beautiful, it really is, and I'm not any good at it, or I'd play it for you, but it's a nice thing to have. I play on the Xbox a lot. I play video games with a friend of mine, Birch. Hey, you've been mentioned now. Shout out to Rifle Gaming. Yeah, no, it's just a bit of. I've been a gamer all my life, so that's. I'm not any good. I'm bloody awful, but it's super fun to play. and I get quite angry. And angry me is quite funny for a lot of people to hear, because I'm so crap. But I don't play to win. I play to have fun. And if I win, hell yeah. If I lose, so be it. But a lot of people hack the games I like to play. I play recently he's been demanding that I play Warzone, and I do enjoy playing it, but I'm not any good. We're quite a good team. Subnautica, favorite game of all time. I know that. I know the whole map. I know the story. It's my favorite game of all time. Skate 3 at the moment, because I've got the Xbox Game Pass. That's available. That's pretty damn cool to play. Always Minecraft. Fuck you and fuck yes. If you don't like Minecraft, I don't care. I do. The 18-year-old autistic guy liking Minecraft. I know, right? Yeah, I've just spent time. I've been depressed now that Sam and Dean Winchester are dead. I think my boys, you know, it's dark, sad times. But no, I've been rewatching Supernatural whilst I can. It's an amazing show. Definitely go and watch it. It's one of my favourites. Doctor Who being a favourite of all time, and then followed by Supernatural. Anything else is just good. Like The Punisher, for example. That's a really damn good show. What else is there? I did a ridiculously expensive food shop. Yeah, I can tell you about that. I bought a lot of food. I've eaten all that food already in like a week. I'm a fat bastard. Had a few beers. Bought some metal straws. Everyone's been telling me to do that. So I bought metal straws. Very cool they are. Fixed my laptop. Broke my laptop. Fixed it again. Broke it again. Fixed it. Replaced the battery. Now it's working still, as you can see. I'm recording on it. What else was there? God, I'm so boring. No, I looked through a bunch of old photos. I found the hard drive my father has of all the photos. Well, all the photos I'm in. I didn't need to look at anything that wasn't involving me. But of different holidays and things like that. It's nice to look back on all the things I've done throughout the years. I've been so many places. I'm very lucky to be as well travelled as I am, actually. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh god, I could claw it on for a bit longer, but the longer it goes on, the longer people get bored. Thank you for watching. I'm back, and you should see a few more of it. Now I've got the recording as well. Tell me if you want my face in it or not. I don't know. It was more of a confidence boost, and I've realised at the top, that way of the screen, you can see all the options for where I've got the photo up. It's quite embarrassing, but it's there, and it ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere. I tried connecting Bluetooth headphones to it, really cool, but it didn't work, so you've got the old bastards in the ears here. Thank you for watching, or listening. Yeah, give me some updates, like what do you want to see, what do you want me to talk about, what do you want to hear, things like that. Yeah. Bloody Awful Podcasts, episode 1, exactly as advertised. I'm back, bitches. Cheers, guys.